You've heard of Elon Musk, right? The billionaire who dreams of colonizing Mars and revolutionizing the way we live. But what you haven't heard is the shocking incident that took place on one of his private flights. A story so bizarre, it sounds like something out of a thriller movie. Imagine this, 30,000 feet above ground, inside the luxurious first-class cabin of a private jet. The flight attendant, calm and collected, serves drinks to the world's richest man. Suddenly, without warning, she snaps. In an instant, chaos erupts as she lunges at him, her face twisted with anger. Passengers gasp in disbelief. What could have possibly driven her to such extremes? What happened next shocked everyone, and left investigators scrambling for answers. Did the flight attendant lose control because of stress, or was there more to the story than met the eye? Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover the truth behind one of the most mysterious incidents in aviation history. Elon Musk isn't just any passenger. He's a man who commands attention wherever he goes, and his presence on that flight was no different. The private jet belonged to SpaceX, one of his many companies, and it was carrying high-profile guests from Silicon Valley. They were heading to a tech conference in New York, but little did they know their trip would turn into a nightmare. The flight attendant, named Lisa Carter, had been working for the airline for over a decade. She was known for her professionalism and calm demeanor. On paper, she seemed like the perfect candidate for such an exclusive flight. But appearances can be deceiving. As the plane soared through the skies, everything appeared normal at first. Drinks were served, snacks handed out, and polite conversations filled the air. Then, about halfway through the flight, something strange happened. Lisa began acting erratic. Her hands trembled as she poured champagne, and her smile faltered. At first, passengers thought nothing of it, maybe she was tired or stressed. But then came the moment no one saw coming. Without warning, Lisa approached Elon Musk. Her expression hardened with fury. Before anyone could react, she grabbed him by the collar and shouted words that sent shivers down everyone's spines. What those words were, and why she said them, remains one of the biggest mysteries surrounding this incident. Who is Lisa Carter? Why did she attack one of the most powerful men in the world? And what secrets might she have been hiding? The chaos unfolded quickly after Lisa's outburst. Passengers watched in horror as security personnel rushed to restrain her, but not before she delivered a chilling message to Elon Musk. "You don't understand what you've done," she hissed, her voice trembling with rage. Those words echoed through the cabin, leaving everyone wondering, what could Elon possibly have done to provoke such a reaction? As the situation stabilized, questions began swirling. Some passengers speculated that Lisa might have had a personal vendetta against Musk. Others wondered if she was mentally unstable or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Theories spread like wildfire, each more outrageous than the last. Meanwhile, investigators started piecing together Lisa's background. They discovered that she wasn't just an ordinary flight attendant. Years ago, she worked as a software engineer at Tesla, one of Musk's other companies. Her tenure there ended abruptly after a dispute with management over workplace conditions. Could this be the root of her anger, or was there something deeper lurking beneath the surface? Back on the plane, tensions remained high. Whispers filled the air as passengers exchanged theories and tried to make sense of what they had witnessed. One passenger, a tech entrepreneur named David Chen, recalled overhearing a heated argument between Lisa and another crew member earlier in the day. "She looked upset," he said later, "like she was carrying a heavy burden." But the real shock came when investigators uncovered a series of cryptic emails Lisa had sent to colleagues in the weeks leading up to the incident. In one email, she wrote, "They're watching us. They'll never let us speak the truth." Another read, "If I don't act soon, it'll be too late." These messages hinted at paranoia, but were they baseless fears or signs of something far more sinister? As the plane descended toward its destination, the atmosphere inside grew heavier. No one knew what would happen next, or whether Lisa's actions were part of a larger conspiracy. All eyes turned to Elon Musk, who sat quietly in his seat, deep in thought. Was he worried, angry, Or did he already suspect the answers to the questions everyone else was asking? When the plane finally landed, authorities were waiting on the tarmac. As soon as the doors opened, Lisa was escorted off the aircraft in handcuffs, her face pale but determined. Reporters swarmed the scene, capturing every moment for the world to see. But before she disappeared into the back of a police car, she turned to face Elon Musk one last time. "I warned you," she said, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. "You'll regret this." Those words sent shockwaves through the crowd. What exactly had Elon done to warrant such a threat? And why did Lisa seem so certain of the consequences? The investigation that followed uncovered startling details. It wasn't just about Lisa's past with Tesla, it went much deeper. Investigators discovered that Lisa had been secretly gathering evidence against several of Musk's companies, alleging unethical practices and cover-ups. She claimed to have documentation proving misconduct at the highest levels of leadership. But when she tried to blow the whistle, her concerns fell on deaf ears, or worse, they silenced her. Elon Musk himself addressed the media shortly after the incident. Standing outside his office building, flanked by lawyers and advisors, he spoke calmly but firmly. "I respect whistleblowers who bring legitimate concerns forward," he said. "But I also take seriously any threats made against me or my team. We will cooperate fully with the authorities to get to the bottom of this." However, his statement only fueled speculation. Was he genuinely innocent, or was he trying to protect something far more damaging? The public demanded answers, and the pressure mounted as new revelations came to light. It turns out that Lisa wasn't acting alone. Investigators found connections between her and a group of former employees from various Musk-owned companies. Together, they had formed an underground network dedicated to exposing what they believed were unethical practices. Their target, none other than Elon Musk himself. As the story unfolded, the stakes became clear. This wasn't just about one flight attendant losing control, it was about power, greed, and the lengths people will go to uncover the truth. With each new discovery, the mystery deepened, leaving everyone wondering who is telling the truth and who is lying. In the weeks that followed, the case against Lisa Carter became a media sensation. Her trial dominated headlines, with both sides presenting compelling arguments. Prosecutors painted her as unstable and dangerous, while her defense team portrayed her as a courageous whistleblower fighting against corporate corruption. But just as it seemed like the truth was finally coming to light, another bombshell dropped. During cross-examination, Lisa revealed documents that suggested high-ranking executives within Musk's companies had been involved in questionable financial dealings. The papers detailed transactions that appeared to violate federal regulations, and worse, they implicated individuals close to Elon himself. The courtroom erupted in chaos. Reporters scrambled to capture every detail, knowing this revelation could change everything. For the first time, Musk's pristine image faced real scrutiny. Was he aware of these activities, or had his subordinates acted without his knowledge? As the trial concluded, the jury deliberated for days before delivering their verdict. To everyone's surprise, Lisa was acquitted of all charges related to the attack on Musk. However, she was found guilty of trespassing and disorderly conduct. It was a bittersweet victory for her and her supporters, but the story didn't end there. In the aftermath of the trial, Lisa disappeared from public view. Some say she went into hiding, fearing retaliation. Others believe she fled the country altogether. Meanwhile, the documents she uncovered sparked multiple investigations into Musk's companies. The findings could reshape not just his empire but the entire tech industry. And what about Elon Musk? He continues to push boundaries, dreaming of Mars and beyond. But now, whispers follow him wherever he goes, whispers of secrets buried deep within his organizations. Is he invincible, or will the truth eventually catch up with him? One thing is certain: the world is watching, and so are we. Stay tuned, because next week, we'll dive deeper into the ongoing investigations and reveal shocking updates you won't want to miss. So what do you think? Was Lisa Carter a troubled individual who lost control, or was she a whistleblower exposing dark truths about one of the world's most powerful men? Let us know in the comments below. Did you suspect there was more to this story than met the eye? Or were you surprised by the twists and turns? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Every week we bring you the latest updates on true crime cases, scandals and mysteries from around the globe. And trust me, you won't want to miss next week's episode. It's going to be huge. In the meantime, if you have any theories about what might happen next in the investigation into Elon Musk's companies, share them with us. Who knows, your comment might inspire our next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, the truth is stranger than fiction.